and welcome to The Social Connection. It's your program about social media news, the trends you talked about, the videos you shared, and what new changes social media companies offer its users. I am Nancy Kohli and with me is Preeti Tiwari.
Thank you, Nancy. Welcome everyone. We are back with yet another edition in which we will take you through the top trends, latest news and everything that kept buzzing across the social media platform. But first up, let's take a look at what we have in store for you in this edition.
Facebook introduces new feature for visually impaired users.
Popular messaging service WhatsApp rolls out end-to-end encryption.
Now watch DD channels without internet on your smartphone.
Well, let's start with the top stories now. Facebook and Apple are teaming up to offer a new service for the blind and visually impaired. This new artificial intelligence will be interpreting what's in a picture that has been posted. The AI or artificial intelligence will be able to recognize faces and objects, tagging them and verbally telling the user what the picture might contain. Take a look.
While visual content provides a fun and expressive way for people to communicate online, consuming and creating it poses challenges for people who are visually impaired. With more than 39 million people who are visually impaired and over 246 million who have a severe visual impairment, many people may feel excluded from the conversation around photos on Facebook. Automatic alternative text or automatic alt text is a new development that generates a description of a photograph using advancements in object recognition technology. People using screen readers on iOS devices will hear a list of items that a photo may contain as they swipe past photos on Facebook. Before today, people using screen readers would only hear the name of the person who shared the photograph, followed by the term photo when they came upon an image in newsfeed. Now Facebook can offer a richer description of what's in a photo thanks to the automatic alt text. This is possible because of Facebook's object recognition technology, which is based on a neural network that has billions of parameters and is trained with millions of examples. Each advancement in object recognition technology means that the Facebook accessibility team will be able to make technology even more accessible for more people.
Next up, WhatsApp, the world's most popular instant message app with more than 1 billion users, is now fully encrypted on all platforms like Android, iPhone, BlackBerry and others. Here are the details.
WhatsApp is now end-to-end encrypted at all times. This will ensure that a user's messages, videos, photos sent over WhatsApp can't be read by anyone else. Not cybercriminals, law enforcement agencies, not even WhatsApp. Even calls on group chats will be encrypted. WhatsApp co-founder John Quam announced the update on his Facebook page, stating that the company has been working on the feature for last 2 years. Quam wrote, "We have been working for past 2 years to give people better security over conversations on WhatsApp. People deserve security. It makes it possible for us to connect with our loved ones. It gives us the confidence to speak our minds. It allows us to communicate sensitive information with colleagues, friends and others. We are glad to do our part in keeping people's information out of the hands of hackers and cybercriminals." If you have recently updated the app and you start a chat with someone else, you're likely to see a message saying messages you send to this chat and calls are now secured with end-to-end encryption. Tap for more info. Once you tap on the message, WhatsApp has a pop-up menu explaining what end-to-end encryption means. Users can verify if the encryption is working as well. If taps on verify, they will be taken to a page with a QR code followed by a string of 60 numbers. If the QR code matches, then the chat is encrypted. When the codes match, a green tick appears. When it doesn't, there is an exclamation mark in red alerting a user that the chat is not secure. WhatsApp's end-to-end encryption ensures only you and the person you are communicating with can read what is sent, and nobody in between, not even WhatsApp. This is because your messages are secured with a lock and only the recipient and you have the special key needed to unlock and read them. For added protection, every message you send has its own unique lock and key.
Moving on, Prasar Bharati has come up with an offline service which allows viewer to watch Doordarshan channels on the smartphone without being online. Although the service is free of cost, there is a need of dongle which needs to be bought extra to catch the signal from Doordarshan. Here's a report.
Television has strongly shaped the lives of Indians for decades. From black and white TV of the late 50s, it has changed to color. And now in the latest stage, with digital terrestrial TV, DD channels can be received in smartphones, tablets and in moving vehicles. The new audience on the move is the key beneficiary of this technology. Currently, mobile TV can be received using a dongle for mobiles and tablets. But the day is not far when it will be embedded inside the devices. Dongles will also be available in leading online shopping sites. Digital Terrestrial Television or DTT services of Doordarshan started their operation in 16 cities, thereby providing mobile TV to users. These are Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Guwahati, Patna, Ranchi, Cuttack, Lucknow, Jalandhar, Raipur, Indore, Aurangabad, Bhopal, Bangalore and Ahmedabad. Mobile TV will be made available via DVB-T2 or Digital Video Broadcasting Terrestrial 2 dongles, which can be plugged into on-the-go or OTG-supported smartphones and tablets to view DD channels. Apart from the dongle, Wi-Fi dongles used in moving vehicles and TV sets that have a built-in DVB-T2 tuner known as Integrated Digital TV or IDTV can also be used to avail this service. Currently, DD National, DD News, DD Bharati, DD Sports, DD Regional, DD Kisan are being relayed. Only one-time investment of dongle will be required by viewers and no extra expenditure, unlike streaming with the internet. In the DTT transmission, anyone can watch the same content at the same time, and it guarantees everybody the same high level of service since they are all bathed in the same signal.
We're heading for a short commercial break at the moment, but we'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching The Social Connection.
Now the National News Channel of India, live on your mobile phone. Get the news on the go. Watch top videos, get the latest news and continuous news on your mobile phone. Download DD News app now. Visit the Android Play Store, search for DD News, download the app to your phone. Get the power of information at your fingertips. DD News. Only news, complete news.
हर गांव पर नजर, हर तकनीक पर पकड़, खबर मौसम की हो या हो हाट बाजार, देखते रहिए किसान समाचार रोजाना शाम 7 बजे।
डीडी किसान, बदलते भारत की शान।
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज की रेस से हटकर
खबरें कुछ अच्छी भी हैं,
खबरें जो बढ़ाएंगी हौसला और विश्वास,
उम्मीद भरी खबरें जो लाएंगी मुस्कान। गुड न्यूज इंडिया।
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर। दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back to The Social Connection. Well, you must be familiar with the top trending topics of the week, but here's a quick wrap of the top trends that rule different social media platforms. Giving a push to government's financial inclusion program, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Stand Up India scheme this week. Under the scheme, 1.25 lakh bank branches will provide loans up to ₹1 crore to SC, ST and women entrepreneurs. At a function which was organized to mark birth anniversary of Babu Jagjeevan Ram, PM Modi flagged off 5,100 e-rickshaws as well. Social media space was abuzz with trends and hashtags like Transforming India and Stand Up India, which will help in creating 2.5 lakh entrepreneurs throughout the country. The publication of the Panama Papers sent shockwaves around the world. The reports by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists allege that top officials around the world hide wealth throughout secret offshore companies. The investigation is based on over 11 million emails, documents and client records allegedly leaked from Mossack Fonseca, a law firm based in Panama. This made #Panama Papers and Panama Leaks a top trend globally. Cricket dominated the social media platform this week as the world saw an exciting end to the World T20. West Indies became the winners of the T20 format of the game. The Caribbean team celebrated in champion style after beating England by 4 wickets in the finals. Also, the cricket lovers will witness the Indian Premier League starting this week, which will end on May 29th. This year, it saw 2 new teams emerging in the IPL, that is Gujarat Lions and rising Pune Supergiants. Heralding a new era of semi-high-speed trains in the country, Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu flagged off the first such train which will cover the 200-kilometer distance between Delhi and Agra in 100 minutes. Train hostesses welcome passengers with roses on board the Gatiman Express, which will have a maximum speed of 160 km per hour, as music floated in the air at Nizamuddin station from where the train embarked on its maiden journey. Many posted pictures and shared their experience of the Gatiman Express on social media. The International Academy of Digital Art and Sciences Webby Awards turned 20 this year, and the IADAS is celebrating the milestone by including a vast and diverse list of nominees that celebrate innovation, inspiring talent, and digital success. Michelle Obama, Jimmy Kimmel, and Netflix are among this year's nominees. Snapchat, Netflix, Slack, Hotline Bling, and WhatsApp are nominated for People's Special Achievement Webby. The winners will be announced on 21st April. The ceremony will be available to stream on 17th May on the Webby's website. Disney gave The Jungle Book the star treatment on 5th April by shutting down Hollywood Boulevard and turning the film's red carpet premiere into an all-location set straight out of the wild. Based on Rudyard Kipling's timeless stories and inspired by Disney's 1967 classic animated film of the same name, The Jungle Book has generated positive reviews thanks in part to the graceful blending of live action with photorealistic graphics.
Moving on, Microsoft has announced that its Windows 10 operating system is now in use on 270 million devices. The company is hoping the new version, launched after a weak response to its prior one, Windows 8, and aimed at integrating with a variety of devices, can help gain traction in the mobile sector. The 270 million represents new computers and devices with Windows 10 installed, as well as upgrades of existing gadgets. More details in this report.
Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella kicked off the company's Build Developers Conference on 30th of March with a keynote address in which he said computers and people together would ultimately move society forward.
Ultimately, it's not going to be about man versus machine. It is going to be about man with machines. Each of us excel at very different things. The fact that we have creativity, empathy, emotion, and judgment that can then be mixed with fast computation, the ability to reason over large amounts of data and do pattern recognition fast. It's that bringing together that I think is going to help us move our society forward.
Executive Terry Myerson announced at a gathering that the latest version of the Windows operating system has 270 million active users 8 months after launch.
Windows 10 has been out for 8 months, and it's already being actively used by over 270 million people.
The number represents a solid start for Windows 10 after a tepid reaction to its predecessor, Windows 8. Getting its Windows strategy right is a key part of Microsoft's plan to stay relevant in a mobile-centric world where rivals like Amazon.com Inc., Apple Inc. and Alphabet Inc., Google carry more clout with many consumers and developers. One reason for the rapid take-up is the Windows 10, released in July, is free for individual consumers who download it during its first year. Enterprise customers pay more for Windows 10. Microsoft still dominates the market for personal computer software, but its shares of smartphones, where many people now do the bulk of their computing, is tiny.
Well, we are heading for a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere else. We'll be back in a short while. Stay tuned and keep watching The Social Connection.
Now the National News Channel of India, live on your mobile phone. Get the news on the go. Watch top videos, get the latest news and continuous news on your mobile phone. Download DD News app now. Visit the Android Play Store, search for DD News, download the app to your phone. Get the power of information at your fingertips. DD News. Only news, complete news.
हर गांव पर नजर, हर तकनीक पर पकड़, खबर मौसम की हो या हो हाट बाजार, देखते रहिए किसान समाचार रोजाना शाम 7 बजे।
डीडी किसान, बदलते भारत की शान।
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज की रेस से हटकर
खबरें कुछ अच्छी भी हैं।
खबरें जो बढ़ाएंगी हौसला और विश्वास।
उम्मीद भरी खबरें जो लाएंगी मुस्कान। गुड न्यूज इंडिया।
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। सुर्खियों की भीड़ में अहम खबरें, असल मुद्दे जो डालते हैं आपकी जिंदगी पर असर। दिन भर की हर बड़ी खबर का बेबाक विश्लेषण, सच, सटीक, संपूर्ण। न्यूज नाइट सोमवार से शुक्रवार रात 8 से 10 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back to the Social Connection. North Korea has officially announced that it is blocking Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and South Korean websites in a move underscoring its concerns with the spread of online information. The announcement was posted by Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications at the country's main mobile service provider, Koreolink, and other places serving internet users. Here's more.
In another effort to seal off North Koreans from the outside world, North Korea has announced it is blocking Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. The government will also block Voice of America, South Korean web pages and gambling websites. The new restriction will make it more difficult for visitors of the small community of foreign residents in North Korea to post real-time information about the country to the outside world, and will further limit the ability of North Koreans with internet access to view information about their country posted elsewhere. Facebook and Twitter had been informally blocked for months and could not be accessed last week in a web search from Pyongyang. The announcement added that anyone who tries to hack onto such sites, access them in an improper way or distribute anti-republic data from them will be subject to punishment under North Korean law. It did not say, however, what the punishment would be. The new North Korean restrictions are similar to internet censorship in neighboring China. They also mirror some restriction in South Korea, which despite being one of the world's most internet-crazy countries, also bans North Korean websites and a wide variety of what the government deems to be an adult content. It is estimated that more than 2 million North Koreans now use mobile phones, but with few exceptions, access to internet is limited to officials, technicians or others who have special permission to use it, usually under close supervision. Well, it's time to see all the feedback that you sent in on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, this is the end of our show, but continue sending in your feedback, comments as you have been on ddnews.com, @gmail.com, on our Twitter handle, that's @ddnewslive, our Facebook page, or on our YouTube channel.
Well, yes, we hope that you enjoyed the show as much as we did in presenting it to you. And before we sign off, we leave you with an interesting video. See you again next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Around the world, diabetes is on the rise. 1 adult in 11 now has diabetes, and this number is growing fast. The risk of getting diabetes increases if people don't eat healthy food or don't get enough physical activity. So what is diabetes? The body produces insulin, which turns the carbohydrates people eat into the energy you need. Without insulin, sugar that comes from food and drinks builds up in your bloodstream. Most people living with diabetes have the type 2 form of the disease. This means the body produces insulin, but it is not effective. A smaller number of people have type 1 diabetes and can't produce insulin themselves. They need insulin injections to stay alive. High blood sugar means high risk for more than 400 million people with diabetes. Diabetes can lead to heart attacks, stroke, blindness, kidney failure, and amputation. More than ever, children are at risk. We need to encourage everyone to choose the right foods and drinks and not eat too much. Be active. Move vigorously for half an hour a day. Any activity is fine. Anyone who thinks they're at risk of diabetes should see a doctor. Follow medical advice, and if prescribed medicine, take it. With these steps, together, the world can halt the rise and beat diabetes.